Hello dear student. Okay, welcome to Amit Sir Physics classes. Already we have started with over the second part of this second topic, that is electric potential and the capacitance. Electric potential is over. Now the capacitance part is begins, and yesterday we have seen how the conductors behave in the external electric field. Okay, so remember all those properties where the electric field is zero. What about the potential? Okay, and what about the cavity? Okay, so all the questions will be asked for the theoretical type and maybe MCQ type, correct? So next is we will deal with what is actually the capacitor and its capacitor. Okay, so capacitor is nothing but the electrical device. Unlike the you have the resistors or the batteries or cell, okay, they have the different work. Same way capacitor is a electronic device. Okay, same like what a resistor. So resistor oppose the flow of the current. Capacitor, what it store the charge. Okay, so the device which store the charge is known as what capacitor, and its capacitance means what, how much charge it will store. Okay, that capacity of the capacitor is known as what, a capacitance. Okay, so first we will have a definition of this capacitance. It is an device which store the charge. Okay, or device, you can say store the charge, or you can say electrical energy. Okay, you can compare with this battery, okay, cell, but the working of the cell and the working of the capacitor is different. It may be look like same, one plate will be positive, another plate will be negative, same like a battery, but the working of the capacitor is different than the working of the cell or battery. Okay, so but before that we have to know what is exactly the principle of this capacitor. What is exactly the principle of this capacitor, on which principle it works? Okay, so if you take then an isolated conductor, okay, the limit of the charge, you can say the limit of the charge. Okay, so you can, or else the isolated conductor, the charge store is limited. Okay, now suppose if you have any conductor, okay, now if you provide a charge on this conductor, just provide the charge on this conductor, so it becomes what, positively charged. You provide more and more charge, so as charge increases, okay, so potential is also increases. Potential of this body is also increases, but it has a certain limit. You cannot add a more charge into that. Because once it reaches the maximum limit, it ionizes the surrounding gas or oxygen molecules. Okay, that means what, at peak value of the charge, if you add one extra charge, okay, so one extra charge will be ionize the gas and it will try to neutralize. Okay, so this will be the maximum limit of this conductor. So the capacity of this conductor to hold the charge is minimum. It is what, it has a certain limit. Now suppose if you still want to add the more charges here, okay, so it cannot be possible. So for that you have to do one thing. Take another conductor, maybe of the similar shape or maybe of the similar material, or doesn't matter. Okay, so due to this what will happen, this positive, okay, so all the negative charges will be induced this side. Okay, due to the electrical induction, so all the electrons will move towards because of this positive attraction, and all the positiveness will be reside in this side. Okay, now make this connection to the earth. Earthing. Okay, connect to the earth. So electrons will flow from the ground and neutralize this side. Means what, one electron will combine this one, another electron combine with this charge, so all this charge will neutralize and you will left with what, only a negative plate. Okay, only a negative plate. Now what will happen, due to this negativeness, these charges will start attracting, and now if you add the more charges, it will accumulate what, more and more number of charges. That means what, you have increased this capacitance of this conductor by bringing another neutral conductor nearby it, and due to the electrical induction positiveness and the negativeness separated, and once the one side of this plate is connected, then one side is get neutralized and only left with what? A negative charge. Okay, and this, you can say, this system is known as what? A capacitor. This system is known as what? A capacitor itself, where the two oppositely charged conductors are there, separated by some distance. So this system is known as what? A capacitor. Okay, which holds the charge, which holds the charge. Okay, so you can define the capacitor again. Define the capacitor. It is an system of two charged conductors, system of two charged conductors oppositely. One will be positive, another will be negative. Okay, oppositely separated by some distance. Separated by some distance. Separated by what? Some distance. Okay, so this is what the capacitor. Capacitor is nothing but the system of the two conductors. Okay, oppositely charged. One will be positive, another will be what? Negative, and this will be the what? Connections. So ये इसका connection यहाँ पे आएगा, इसका connection यहाँ पे. Okay, and separated by some distance. So why there is must be a separation? Because if they contact, there will be no charge accumulated. Okay, so they will be try to what? Neutral itself. So there must be a separation. They do not contact with each other. So for that, sometimes these conductors are wrapped with what? The plastic papers. Okay, so that they do not contact with each other. Okay, so capacitor is nothing but it is what? System of the two conductors oppositely charged, separated by some distance. Okay, and what it does, it store the energy, electrical energy, or you can say it store the charge. Okay, so these are the what? Some definition and the basic regarding the capacitor. Okay, so how to increase this capacitance of any conductor? Just bring the another conductor with oppositely charge, which increase this potential, which decrease this potential, and once the potential is decreases, its capacitance goes on increases. Okay, so that means you can accumulate more and more number of charges on this conductor. That means what? You are increasing its capacitance to hold the more number of charges. Okay, so now we will already done with what? This basic part. Okay, so now we will try to learn how it works actually. If you have, then okay, I don't have any capacitor. Okay, so it is like cylindrical part. It is what? Cylindrical part, or maybe spherical in shape. Okay, so there are a lot of capacitors are available in the market. So actually the construction of the capacitor is what? How the capacitor is constructed? It has one positive plate and it has one negative plate. Okay, so once you connect it to the battery cell, okay, so you can say positive, negative. Once you connect this, okay, to the what? Negative and positive, or battery of voltage V. Okay, so this negative will attract all the electrons, all the free electrons from this conductor. Okay, so I will mention here A conductor and B conductor. So this negative terminal will start attracting all the electrons from this conductor. So this conductor loses the what? Electron. Okay, so any body which lose the electron, it becomes what? Positively charged. Okay, so these all the electrons travel from this side in this direction, leaving behind the what? A positive charge, or you can say more positiveness. Okay, and all these electrons will be accumulated here. Okay, because this is nothing but the what? Deficiency of the electron, because it is connected to what? The high potential. So electron will always travel from the what? Opposite to what? The conventional direction. So this is what the direction of the electron, and the electron will try to accumulate on this conductor. So this conductor will be what? A negatively charged. Okay, and there is no contact between these two conductors, so these charges will reside. They never jump from one conductor to another conductor, because there is no path available for them. Okay, so this is what how the capacitor works actually. Okay, now what will happen from conductor B? Okay, electrons move, leaving behind and positively charged conductor. Similarly, okay, electrons accumulate on the conductor A, okay, which makes it negatively charged, okay. So hence so capacitor, it is nothing but the two oppositely charged conductors separated by some distance, okay. So now suppose if I now there is what the capacitance of capacitor does not depends on shape of the conductor, okay. But suppose now we will see how much charge is accumulated on this capacitor, okay. Suppose if this this plate acquire the plus q charge, then automatically this will be what, minus q charge, okay. So in capacitor both the plates, both the conductors, you can say both the conductors acquire same charge, but opposite, same charge but opposite. If it is minus 6 coulomb, then it becomes plus 6 coulomb. If it is plus 3 coulomb, it becomes what, minus 3 coulomb, okay. So these are the what some points you have to remember, okay. Now if the capacitor does not depend on the what, shape of the conductor you brought, okay. Suppose the same voltage you have connected with one plate, that is A, and then positive and then negative, and there is what, another conductor maybe in the form of triangle, separated by some distance, okay. So now on both this conductor A and B also, the charge will be same. So doesn't depend on the what is the shape of this conductor. It may be in the square, it may be in the triangle, it may be in the cylindrical type or any shape. So whatever the charge is present on this side, okay, the same charge will be present on this side also, okay. So it is independent of the what, shape of the conductor, okay. The same amount of charge will be reside on this conductor also at that of the what, this conductor, okay. So shape may be different, or for the what, same voltage also, you will get the what, same amount of charge, okay. So charge on the conductor QA is equal to what, Q, and the charge on the conductor is also B, okay. So one will be positive, another will be what, negative itself, but opposite, okay. So does not depend on the what, shape of the conductor. Now suppose if I remove this battery, okay, so what will happen, see, if I remove this cell, external battery which is connected to charge this capacitor, so I will take this as an example, okay. This is negatively charged plate and this is a positively charged plate, okay. Suppose if I remove this, okay, now if you remove this cell, okay, initially it is connected with the cell positive and then negative, initially it is connected, okay, and once it is charged fully, then if I remove this, so what will happen, the charge will not flow back, because there is no complete, or the you can say complete path will be there present for the what, electrons. So actually electrons will try to move from this side to this side, but here it is what, no connection is there, okay. So whatever the charge will be stored on these two conductors will be remain as it is, okay. So when battery is disconnected, the charge will be remain on the conductor, okay, okay. So now suppose if you connect the small LED here, LED type, okay, then this LED will glow, okay. But how much time, unless and until this charge will be present here, so it immediately discharge, that means this LED will be glow for the fraction of second, maybe your 2 seconds or 5 seconds. Okay, so that's why it does the what same work that of the battery, but battery is what actually, if you compare with this the battery. Okay, so battery is, it is an continuous, it is an continuous flow of charges, or it will provide a continuous electrical energy, continuous electrical capacitor. But the capacitor, it discharge, or you can say it provides a large amount of current in short time. Okay, you can compare with the what maybe dam. Okay, so suppose if there is what dam is constructed, and there are so many openings are there, doors are there. If you open the one door, a small amount of water will flow continuously. Okay, small amount of water will flow, then this can be act as what, a battery or cell. Okay, now suppose if all the doors are open, or the suppose the dam is collapsed, then suddenly all the water will start flowing. Okay, so that work does the what, capacitor. So got the difference between the cell and the capacitor. Okay, so it is what, a continuous flow of the charge, so you will get the what, continuous electrical energy for the longer time. And so capacitor is nothing but what, it provides the large amount of electrical energy in a short time. Okay, so that's why this capacitor is used in fan. Okay, or so many applications are there. If you consider your ceiling fan, at the top of the ceiling fan there is what, one large capacitor is connected. Okay, because the fan is heavy and that electrical connection is not able to rotate the fan initially. So initially it requires the torque, maximum force is required. So the capacitor will flow, capacitor will provide the large amount of current very short time, and that's why the fan, once you make it on, immediately you will get the one torque. Okay, and the torque is provided to the fan by the capacitor itself. Okay, so this is what the application of this capacitor, and some basic. Okay, so remember this how it constructed and how it works, and then the shape of this capacitor plate, conductor plate does not depend on the what, that means it does not change the quantity of charge acquired. Okay, in both the cases charge will acquire the same, but one will be positive, another will be what, a negative. Okay, so next is we will see definition exactly, or equation for the capacitor. So you will have here, if you didn't understand, then just pause the video or just rewind it. Okay, and watch it once again. Okay, so next we will see. Okay. Next point is, not all the capacitor store same amount of energy, or charge. Okay, now suppose you have this capacitor, maybe made up of the what, a square plate, a larger one, bigger one. Okay, and this capacitor is connected to voltage positive, negative, and the same voltage. Now suppose the amount of charge is you can say negative. Okay, so this much amount of charges are stored in this capacitor. Now suppose if I reduce the size of this plates. Okay, suppose if I take the small one, smaller one plates. Okay, and now it is connected to the what, the external cell, positive, negative, with the same battery. If it is suppose 6 volt, then it is also a 6 volt. Okay, now you might be think that if it is the size of the capacitor or the conductors are more, that means it will acquire the more charge. Okay, and if I reduce the size of the conductor with the same voltage, you might think that the same amount of charge will be located on this conductor, but it is completely wrong. So here, because of the size of reduction, you can say the charge will be accumulated what, a smaller one. Okay, charge will be accumulated small. Okay, that means what, you can make the one statement. Okay, so here large charge will be stored as the size of the capacitor is large, and here it is small amount of charges are stored. But already told you that capacitance of the capacitor does not depend on the what shape and size of the conductor. Then what about this statement? Okay, this statement show you some different things or different phenomena. So actually, as the charge increases, so potential also increases. Charge increases, so potential also increases, and due to that you will get the same capacitance. So only one thing is there, that you have to change the different things. Okay, so different things we will come to that also. Okay, so remember, shape, if the conductor having the large shape, more charge will be accumulated or stored, more electrical energy will be stored, and if the shape of the conductor is small, then the small amount of charges will be stored. Okay, so but what will happen, whatever the number of charges accumulated, the same amount of potential will be there. So the ratio of the Q divided by V, you will get the always a constant, Okay, so now suppose if I, okay, so by definition, okay, therefore if you see this figure, then you can make it mathematical expression, okay, of the capacitance. So capacitance is nothing but what, how much potential you have applied on this against this condenser or the capacitor, then now how much charge is accumulated. So capacitance is nothing but the what, amount of charge, okay, what throughout the whatever the amount of potential you have applied. Okay, so capacitance is given by Q by V. Now you wonder that capacitance, already told you, it does not depend on the charge, does not depend on the voltage also, but mathematically it shows that more is the charge, more is the capacitance, less is the more is the potential, less is the capacitance. But believe me, capacitance does not depend on the Q and does not depend on the V also. Okay, it depends on only on the shape of this size of this conductor, you can say. Depends on the physical parameter, physical parameter means what, area of this conductor, more is the area, more is the charge. Okay, and then separation between them, but does not depend on the how much charge is accumulated and how much potential is there. Because okay, charge is increases, but at the same time potential is also increases, so they will both compromise and make them exactly constant. Okay, so remember, as you increase the charge, potential is also increases. Okay, as you decrease the charge, potential is also decreases. So C will be always remain same. Okay, then we will see the unit of this capacitance. Okay, so capacitance is nothing but the charge divided by voltage. So charge is nothing but the coulomb, and this is per volt. Okay, it is nothing but coulomb per volt, and this is known as what, a farad. So SI unit of the capacitance, is nothing but the farad itself. Okay, and there are small units are there, because 1 farad is a large capacitance. Okay, so you have microfarad, okay, millifarad, nanofarad, picofarad. Okay, so these are the small units you can be used in the for the practical purpose. Okay, so these are the some regarding the basic concept of this capacitance. Okay, remember this equation. Okay, so now we will see on which factor this capacitance depends. It will be continue in the next part also, but still you have to know. Okay, so first one, capacitance of capacitor does not depend on Q and V. That means charge and the voltage you applied. Okay, it depends on the physical property. It depends on the a physical property, like area of conductor, conductor, okay, and separation between them, separation between them, okay. That means what, maybe the more is the separation, small will be the capacitance, or smaller will be the separation, large will be the capacitance, okay. So like that. And then the medium between the plates, medium between the what, plates or two conductor, okay. And that medium is nothing but what, dielectric material. It is what, dielectric material, okay. So sometimes if these are the what, the two plates of this capacitor, okay, so I will make it in this format. If this is positively charged and if it is negatively charged, okay. If suppose the medium is filled with air, then its capacitance is what, C. Now if I change this medium with the dielectric material, maybe if I insert a glass slab, okay, then automatically its capacitance will be increases, okay. So by inserting any dielectric material between the two conductor, its capacitance can be increases, because to increase this capacitance you have only two options. Either you have to increase this area, but by increasing the area the capacitor will get bigger and bigger, okay. So it will not fit into the what, a smaller instrument, okay. So by keeping the shape and size, you can increase the capacitance of the capacitor by inserting a dielectric material between them, okay. So you need not increase the area or the distance, or the decrease the distance or increase the distance, okay. At the same distance, at the same area, you can also increase the capacitance by just insert the one dielectric material between them. The capacitance goes on what, increases, okay. So depending on the which material you are inserting, the capacitance, as per that the capacitance will be increases, okay. So then okay, so remember this all the things, equation specially, and the unit, which is nothing but the coulomb per volt, and the coulomb per volt is nothing but the farad, okay. So farad is nothing but the SI unit of this capacitance, okay. So now we will see okay. So if suppose if this is what capacitor, this is a capacitor, okay, and it is connected to a cell or battery of 9 volt, now suppose the capacitance, this capacitance is what, a 3 farad capacitance of this, you can say capacitance is equal to what, 3 farad. That means it can store charge up to what, 3 farad, okay. Then you can calculate what is the potential between these two capacitors, So C is equal to what, Q by V, therefore V is equal to what, Q by C itself, okay. Therefore voltage equal to what, so sorry, you have to find out the charge, not the voltage is already there, okay. So Q is equal to what, C into V. So Q is equal to what, C is 3 farad, 3 multiplied by what, 9. So potential charge is equal to what, 27 coulomb. 27 coulomb will be stored if you connect what, a 9 volt, and it acquires the what, capacitance of this capacitor is what, 3 farad, then 27 coulomb of charge will be stored on this capacitor, okay. So this is what is some practical application of, you will get the 27 coulomb volt, because 27 coulomb charge is the what, a very large amount of charge, okay. So already or always the capacitance of the capacitor may be in the form of what, micro or milli, okay. So for that purpose it is given, okay. So it is actually large capacitance, don't compare with this. Practically you will get what, a very small amount of capacitance, maybe micro or nano or maybe, okay. So depending on that you have to take the values, okay. So this is what all about this capacitance. Then remember the difference between the capacitor and the cell, already told you, okay. And then what is the exactly the capacitor? Okay, so capacitor is nothing but the what? System of the two conductors oppositely charged, separated by some distance. And what does the capacitor store? It store the charge or electrical energy which dissipate instantaneously. Okay, within a short time it will dissipate a large amount of electrical energy. Okay, but battery, it dissipate a small amount of energy, okay, throughout the longer time. Okay, and these are the what? The capacitance. How it depends? Capacitance of the capacitor does not depend on the Q and does not depend on the V, because as Q increases, V also increases, so ratio will be remain constant. That's why the capacitance will be constant. But capacitance of the capacitor, it depends on the what? A physical property. Physical property means what? Area of this conductor. Okay, if more is the area, more is the capacitance. And then separation between them, that means if I increase the separation between them, what will happen to the capacitance? If I decrease the separation between them, what will happen to the what? Capacitance. Okay, so on these parameters the capacitance depend. Okay, so remember this equation and the unit. Okay, and the next part we will continue in the next video. Till then, okay, thank you.
Girl about a 10, I should fuck her in the Benz.